Every year, lots of pencils are sold all around the world. But how do they make so many? Let's find out. First, they get the stuff they need, like graphite, clay, and wood. Graphite is like a kind of carbon that comes from mines in different places. The best graphite is from Sri Lanka and Madagascar. At the same time, they collect clay from deposits and quarries. This clay decides how hard or dark the pencil lead will be. Besides graphite and clay, they also use wood, usually cedar from California. Cedar smells nice, doesn't change shape, and is easy to find. They try to get the wood responsibly from forests. Once they have all the materials, they start making the pencil lead. They grind graphite and clay into tiny powders. The mix of graphite and clay with water makes a paste. They use a machine to shape this paste into long, thin rods. These rods get cut into pieces to be the right size for the pencil. Mixing graphite and clay to make pencil lead was discovered a long time ago by a chemist named Nicolas Jacques Conté. Now it's time to put the pencil lead into the wood. They use cedar wood slats for this. The wood is already dried, stained, and waxed to stop it from changing shape. The slats get cut into small pieces and grooves are carved into them to hold the lead. Half of them get glue, and the cut graphite is put in the grooves. The other half without glue gets turned over, and they stick together like a sandwich. They press the sandwiches until the glue dries. After that, they use machines to give the pencils their hexagonal shape, which helps them not roll off surfaces. Once the pencils have their shape, they get smoothed by sanding. This makes them nice to touch and removes any bumps. Then, they put a layer on the pencils to make them stronger and look good. This layer can be lacquer or enamel. They dry and polish the pencils to make them smooth. Sometimes pencils get extra treatments like heat to make them stronger. Many pencils also have erasers on one end. These erasers are often made of rubber or a mix of rubber and other stuff. Attaching an eraser to a pencil was first done by Hyman W. Lipman. His patent was bought for a lot of money in 1872. Making an eraser starts with putting rubber into a mill, where it passes between heated rollers. They add things like pigments, fillers, and vulcanizing agents to make it good. Vulcanization is a big step where heat and pressure turn the rubber into a tougher form. This makes the rubber better at erasing pencil marks. To make the eraser part, they use an extrusion process. The soft mix gets forced through a die to make a long cylinder. This gets cut into pieces, forming plugs that are attached to the pencils. A ferrule, which can be metal or plastic, is added, and the eraser is fixed to the pencil. Pencils are then put in boxes for sale. For big quantities, they use sturdy cardboard boxes for retailers and wholesalers. These boxes can hold lots of pencils. If they're selling to regular people, they use retail packaging. This can be plastic, cardboard, or blister packs. The packaging has info about the brand, the product, and a barcode for easy scanning at the store. Before the pencils go out, workers check them to make sure they're good. If a pencil looks weird, they throw it away. Some pencils get sharpened and tested. Sometimes, the glue doesn't stick well, but they catch that when they cut the sandwiches. Even though we use more electronic stuff now, pencils are still popular. The pencil industry is worth a lot of money, around $15.95 billion. People think it will keep growing by 7% until 2028. If you found this video interesting, subscribe and like this video for more. Thanks for watching.